Jeremy Mahon, and you're tuning into Combat Sports Coverage.
Hey, what's going on? This is Thomas Galdenzi with Combat Sports Coverage. I'm here interviewing Houston's own OG mixed martial artist, Jeremy Mahon, over his upcoming 155 title fight in Belize. So, Jeremy, tell me how your training camp's going so far leading into this title fight.
Everything's going, good so far. Just been working hard on everything, especially my cardio, my conditioning. Want to be able to push a really good pace, fast pace, constant pace the whole fight. So, been working on that. Everything else is just going smooth too.
And will this be your first time traveling to Belize, or have you been there before?
This is going to be my sixth time traveling to Belize, and I've been dreaming of fighting there since the first time I went. So this kind of the end of some things coming to fruition for me now. So
you won't have any. So you're used to the jet lag. You don't think there'll be any jet lag or anything like that?
No, man. From Houston, it's only like a 2.5 hour flight. So we're going to get there. It's the same climate. It's hot. It's humid. I've actually been doing some of my training down on Galveston Island, which is basically the same thing. It's just hot, humid, sandy, salty.
And then tell me about this amazing gym that you have here in Cypress, Texas at the War Training Center. As y'all can see, it's a beautiful gym. They have everything you need. And I just want to tell, if you can tell everybody a little bit about your gym.
Yeah, I'm a mixed martial artist first and foremost, and so this place is set up more like an MMA, gym than you're gonna. It's not a jiu-jitsu school. It's not a boxing gym. It's set up for MMA. We have rolling space. We have, we have a cage. Obviously, we're standing in it. We have bag space. We have the sauna and stuff in the back. So it's got everything you need for a training camp.
And who are some of your young prospects that you have up and coming through this gym?
Oh man, we have a ton of young talent here, and I don't want to miss some of them. Josh Altum is one of my pros who's doing some real big things right now. I've got Karan Reed who's fighting this weekend coming up for a amateur title. I've got several others who are in the mix who are whether they have work or things right now, they're not able to get at it full time, but they're maybe three others that you're going to hear about in the next year.
Yeah, everyone definitely needs to keep their eyes open for all of Jeremy's fighters coming out of War Training Center. Also, make sure to come by and check out this amazing gym here in Cypress, Texas. And then, so Jeremy, tell me how you see this fight playing out with your opponent, July 27th versus Fernando. Do you see yourself winning by KO, TKO, submission, or is it just going to be an all-out war?
I'm going in prepared to try to drag him out there into the deeper waters and just see how his swimming is, see how he reacts to that. Like I said, I like to push a pace. I like to be constant with pressure. Enough pressure will break anything. I've got 25 minutes to see where he's going to crack at. It's going to be somewhere in between there. I just don't know when, but he'll quit at some point.
That's exciting. I know everyone over there in Belize is going to be super excited to see this fight. This will actually be their first MMA event.
So I think it's their third MMA event, but this is their first pro fight. So it's like the inaugural pro fight. Helping them grow their the mixed martial arts scene there is something I've been interested in for a few years. So when I had the opportunity to come there and be part of this historic fight on July 25th, I jumped right on it, and I'm excited and honored to not just to be a part of that, but to be to be the first pro fight there in Belize.
And how exciting and important would it be to you to bring that championship belt back down to Houston? For me personally, it'd be awesome. I've been fighting since 2005 when I first started fighting, and I've never got to fight for a belt, and so now being able to, I've been able to train, I've trained a lot of champions throughout the years, and I like to pull my personal experience as a trainer, and this is one thing I haven't ever been able to pull from. I've never been 5'5". I never had that belt put on my waist, and so now I see this as something that I have to do as part of my next evolution as a coach too. So it's not just for me personally, but as a coach to grow my profession. Like, this is something that just has to happen. I definitely cannot wait for you to bring that belt back to Houston. I know everyone in your team and everyone around here is going to be cheering for you on that night. And then speaking about your career, for people that may not know, you made your professional debut against another Houston legend, and I would say pound for pound Houston fighter, Daniel Pineda. But now you guys are fought in the cage, and now you guys are like training partners and best friends. How did that kind of story all happen?
Man, Daniel and I fought back in 2006, man. We had our pro debut with each other for a promotion called IFC, International Fight Championship. Not even sure if they're around anymore. It was in Corpus Christi. I knew really nothing about him. He knew nothing about me. I knew he was a wrestler. He knew he was a kickboxer. That's about it. I remember thinking I was going to kick him in the head and it'd be over. And next thing I knew, I was picked up and got dumped. And, the fight went pretty south from there. and we started training together maybe 2007. He joined my gym shortly after our fight. We started training together, and we've trained together pretty consistently for well over a decade. The last 2 years, I've expanded my gym and moved somewhere else. So we don't really get to train with each other as much anymore. But still every now and then he'll come through or something, and we still see each other and catch up at the fights. Man, we have a lot of cage hours together. Yeah, for sure.
I always thought that was a crazy story because everybody knows who you guys are, and a lot of people may not know that you guys did fight, and you guys are now like best friends, kind of. So that's awesome.
I think we became friends that night. Like after the fight, the promoter had our hotel rooms like right next to each other, and I came back and he was sitting outside the room, drinking some beers, and I came back after having a few, and we got into it with each other. Who would have won? How would you have done this? And I just remember my wife ends up coming outside because she hears a commotion, and me and him are we're fighting out on the balcony, and we've been friends ever since then. So yeah, it's kind of two of the same in that sense.
That's an awesome story. And then so far, what's been your most memorable moment inside the cage? Is it maybe fighting for some of the biggest organizations like Bellator, WFOS, or is it getting some of your submission wins, or just having all-out wars?
Man, of all the fights I've had, I would say the most memorable for me was when I fought Ali Alawi. He was the Iraqi samurai. He was from Najaf, Iraq, and I was part of the initial American campaign in Iraq, and so I've been through his city, and I've got Arabic on my chest that says "Make peace or die." He read that at the weigh-ins when I took my shirt off, so we both kind of knew what kind of war we were getting into, and it didn't disappoint. I finished him in the second round, but we threw the first and the second was just a banger.
That's awesome. And then speaking of those big fight promotions you've been for, what would you say after this fight? Would you be trying to get back into one of those big organizations, or are you looking to keep it more in Belize?
Man, no. I got to do those, and those were all just kind of like steps on my journey, man. Bellator was awesome. I fought here at home at the Toyota Center. It was sold out event. It was the one with Kimbo and Gracie and Shamrock. So my kids got to watch me fight in the Toyota Center and win there. That's awesome. They'll go there for years and know that they got to watch Dad win there. WSOF, I got to fight New Year's Eve at Madison Square Garden. That was an amazing opportunity. And this is just another amazing opportunity. I'm gonna get on a plane. I'm gonna go fly. I'm gonna go fight in the Caribbean, out on the beach somewhere. In front of friends that I've met out there, and people I love there. But also for a lot of friends and family that come from here, I've got maybe 30 already who've got plane tickets and hotels. They're not coming there to watch me lose. They're coming there to see me win. So that's exciting for me. So I'll probably I'm gonna win this belt, and I'm gonna stick around. I like being the champ for them. I'll be the champ for Pro FC. Probably for a while.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, and it sounds like you guys already have a good, after you get this victory, you and your friends out there, you guys will have a good celebration victory.
Yeah, I've loaded my stay, so I'm going to be about 7 or 8 days after the fight. I'll be staying out there and just healing up and relaxing. So no, it's going to be good, man. The family's coming out, so that's going to be a good time.
That's definitely the way to do it. And I also want to get your picks for next weekend's UFC main event fights, where we'll have 2 title fights. We'll see John Jones taking on Thiago Santos, and we'll see Holly Holmes take on Amanda Nunes for the women's 135-pound title. I want to get your picks for both those title fights.
Jones, I don't think there's I think he's probably arguably he's the best ever, whether you like his antics outside the cage or not. What he does in there is pretty hard to deny. He's a very imposing fighter. So I got Jones, and then man, I'm gonna go with Nunes, man. I think she's on a tear right now, and her fear factor is out the door. She has zero fear, respect for anyone, and she's gonna go in there and lay it on the line.
I agree with those picks. I think it's going to be in a stack card, and everyone also needs to watch that card. And then I also wanted to know, do you have any other hobbies besides training and coaching?
Man, I like the outdoors, so I like to go camping and hiking. I do a lot of paddle boarding. Just kind of getting out in nature, man. I'm a homebody, so I stick around the house. When I leave the gym, I go home, spend a lot of time with the family. So, that's pretty much it.
And then for everyone that wants to maybe follow you on social media or find you on Facebook, where can everyone reach out to you and follow your career?
Man, I'm only on Facebook, right? So it's Jeremy Mahon on Facebook. All those other platforms are cool, but I don't have time for it, man. Too much stuff's already going on for me, and that just seems to take up more of it. So you can find me on Facebook or come here to the gym, and I'm here every day. We train 7 days a week. There's no rest.
And then do you have any last words to your opponent, Fernando?
Man, no, not really. You know, I mean, I'm a real respectful guy, and it's all about, it's all about business. You know, I know he's training hard, and I can respect that, and I appreciate it. You know, and we're gonna go out there, and I'm just gonna impose myself on him.
Well, everyone needs to make sure to be staying tuned to see what happens when Jeremy goes to Belize to win this epic title. So thank you again for everyone for watching this interview, and make sure to stay tuned to combatsportsleverage.com and come by and check out the War Training Center.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you, man.